Hello, and welcome to Let's Play Dark Souls. It's me, Courtland Dune, and I played through Dark Souls before, but not the Prepare to Die edition. I played it on the Xbox originally, and before that I played Demon Souls on the PlayStation 3. In this particular version, Ulasil, the magical land of Ulasil, will be entirely new to me, for anyone who cares about that preemptive information. So anyway, I wanted to play through with a focus on lore. This is entirely inspired by YouTubers like Vegeta311, Epic Namebro, A German Spy, Queeleg, and Vadi Vida. I have no idea how to pronounce that. And as a disclaimer, I have a terrible memory, and while I love the lore of this game, I don't dare to claim to be even close to the level of A German Spy or Epic Namebro or Queeleg. But I wanted to give it a shot for at least for the people who I know who I think would really enjoy the lore of this game. And I would like to take questions and research answers for anyone who wants to ask anything. Just leave a comment below, and this will be the first playthrough I've ever done where I'm using notes. So that'll be interesting, I guess. Let's get started with a brand new game. Make a character. We'll name him Courtland Dune. Alright. Let's do this. Orion Wanderer. One of the things I love about this game is that every class doesn't... You don't... the deprived. Every class in this game is very unnecessary. It's just a flavor for your character more than anything. I'll pick the Master Key because that just makes things go a little bit faster. Let's be average. I'm gonna be a... Oh man, he's so happy. Yeah. Everyone's so serious. I guess living in a swamp will make you serious. I'm jubilant. I'm happy. I mean, you know, when I'm not dying constantly in the game. Let's do, Oh, yeah, he's ready for a party. Okay, he looks pretty silly. I like it. Let's go with it. Yes. Let's go.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath, the scales, betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Alright, we're back. So, this is the Northern Undead Asylum, and that opening, holy mackerel, it is filled with so much information, some of which they completely gloss over, and you have to really put two and two together to figure out what's going on. So, just now, a guy named Oswald, I believe, dropped this guy down here who happened to have the key to my cell on him. So, well, why turn a gift key? Wait, what? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, making our escape from the Undead Asylum, we get a slight preview of things to come. Oh boy. Yeah, that doesn't look pleasant. But the main thing about this area is just setting the mood. And wow, does it set the mood. As I said in this opening of the this playthrough. Feel free to ask any questions you want about the opening. I'll go back and I'll try and analyze what I can about it. But there's so much stuff going on. I suppose what I should mention right away is that in Dark Souls there are wyverns, drakes, and dragons, and those are all like different things. Dragons being like godlike entities from the before times, and drakes and wyverns being more like you know, traditional dragons, I suppose, from like the D&D sense. This is a bonfire. This is kind of like sort of like a save system for the game, I guess. It's a checkpoint. It's a checkpoint system. But when you stay at a bonfire, it resets the world around you, so all enemies respawn, and your health regenerates, and you get some restorative items returned back to your inventory. And this is the main hall of the Undead Asylum. Here, and... oh boy! So this... oh, jeez! Ah! This is the Asylum demon! Oh boy! Oh, shoot! Oh! Oh! We're gonna be seeing this a lot, actually. Actually, that's a very important thing about this game, is not to look at death as defeat, because in this game, defeat is only when you give up. Alright. Oh, another interesting thing I should probably mention is, you know how he fell down and landed on us? You know, in most games, the enemy would just spawn up there and just land on you, and you'd be like, what the hell? But in this game, if I back up a little bit and look up, there he is. Hey, Asylum Demon, how's it going? Wanna, hey, how's it going? Hey. And, ho! Haha! So, this is actually a really interesting tutorial for this game. Avoiding the Asylum Demon the first time is really just teaching you to look around the environment. And from a game design standpoint, I suppose I would like to talk about the game design of Dark Souls a little bit throughout this whole playthrough, but the whole design of this game is very organic. It's part of the reason why I like it so much. I have been skipping the help signs on the ground, which were left by the knight who dropped that body on the ground. Let's get all equipped. Yeah. And those things on the ground would actually tell you how to use your weapons and your shield, and that is actually the worst part of this the game design for this area. Is it's not the best way to teach someone how to do things. So these signs here, as you can see, were left by Oswald, his little picture in the corner there, and it tells you how to like backstep, and then you can back roll like that or roll forwards. But that's the least organic part about the entire game, is this opening tutorial. The control tutorial, I suppose. And this, oh, jeez. I just demoed that trap for you guys. That is another really cool thing about the whole Soul series, actually, is traps like that. They'll only go off once, really. Because, I mean, really, would you fall for it twice in one game? Ooh, my fault. Haha, take that. That's for rolling a boulder over me. But what's in here? So the boulder broke through this wall. It wasn't open before. And oh no! What happened to... Oh, did you fall? Oh. That's this. This here shows everything I love about this game in one little room. It's a guy who looks hurt on the ground, a hole in the ceiling that looks broken, and you can talk to him. Oh yes, this is Dark Souls. Storytelling 101 using the environment.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I are both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Alright, I'll hear you out.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family, thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Alright, so, there are two possibilities that could have occurred here. I could have, I suppose, ignored him and just left and then been stuck in the game, because I wouldn't have had the key that he just gave me. Or, I could have talked to him, which I just did. Or I could have killed him and taken all of his stuff. And it's that sort of organic game mechanical freedom that makes this so interesting. Now, you heard him talk about going hollow. He and I are both undead, which means that when you lose the will to go on, when you lose hope and you let your mind succumb to the darkness of, you know, going cuckoo, you go hollow. And that is another organic storytelling game mechanic that I just love about this game. It means that the only way that your character can die, with big quotation marks, is if he gives up. If he no longer has the will to play anymore. To play. And then you just heard Oswald die. Oh. But when you lose the will to live, that's when your character dies. Not when you die in-game, because you just resurrect at a bonfire. If you stop playing the game, your character goes hollow, and then another hero has to take the mantle. Oh, that was dumb of me. Bing! Yeah! Oh boy. I should learn to parry. Oh man, I can't believe I pulled that off. I'm so bad at parrying that it's really sad, actually. So this actually is a little message saying, hey, try plunging attack. I wonder why it's telling me about that. Hello. Ooh yeah. Hey, guess what I got now? It's called a sword. Oh jeez, you've got a bigger one. Oh boy. And I died. Oh god dang. Oh, I forgot to... Oh, poop. Alright, entirely my fault. That was me just being stupid. Yeah. That's another important aspect of the game is taking unnecessary risks is a bad idea. And you will do that. Because you'll get impatient, or an enemy will be killing you over and over again, and you just get frustrated. Alright, let's try this one more time. Geronimo! Alright. Let's get out of Doom range. Hey, hey! Oh boy. Oh shit. Oh! Oh. Yeah. Yes. Yes. No. Oh no 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 no. Oh yes. Ah. Ha 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 ha. All right. I probably made that harder than it needed to be. But I got several things from the fight, and that is a key that opens this door, and humanity, which is kind of like, I guess, what would that humanity be considered? It's sort of a buff for your weapon damage, and mechanically it's a buff for your weapon damage and your ability to find things that fall off enemies. But it's secondarily, it's kind of like an extra type of currency. Your main currency is your souls down in the lower right hand corner, and that's what everyone trades in the game. But humanity is, I guess, more of an existential currency, an outside of the game sort of thing. Let's see what it says actually in the description. Actually, I need to go over here. Humanity is a rare tiny black sprite found on corpses. Uses to gain 1 humanity and restore a large amount of hit points. This black sprite is called humanity, but little is known about its true nature. If the soul is the source of all life, then what distinguishes the humanity we hold within ourselves? This is actually kind of an interesting description, because it's basically asking you, what is this little thing that we put in our game that helps you find stuff? Oh, this is the dark sign that was referred in the opening sequence. The dark sign signifies an accursed undead. Those branded with it are reborn after death, but will one day lose their mind and go hollow. Death triggers the dark sign, which returns its bearer to the last bonfire rested at, but at the cost of all humanity and souls. And that is directly referencing the fact that when you die, any humanity you have in that counter in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, and any souls you have in the lower right, go away and kind of sit on the ground on a little glowy blue thing that you saw that I picked up at the beginning of the second fight with the Asylum demon. And here we are at the end of the world. No. Anyway, the next cutscene is going to be triggered when I reach the top of the hill here. And I just, I think I'll end the video at the end of that cutscene. And I wanted to say, I hope you've enjoyed this first video. It's a bit long, I suppose. Probably about 30 minutes. But I wanted to get the tutorial out of the way and explain some stuff and to get the preliminary information ready to go. And if you have any questions, post them in the comments. And I'll see you guys next time. Let's take a ride on the bird train!
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the Undead Asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.